Hey, this is my Invoice3 recording, my attempt number 1. Let's begin. I have 50 minutes to complete this, starting my timer. Okay, timer is going, it's 8:13, 14. Okay, start with a copy of Invoice2 and rename it Invoice3. Check that the table displays properly, fix any problems present. Invoice2, invoice HTML, copy, Invoice3, paste, and yeah, here's our HTML file. Let's turn on live server. Okay, everything displays. Let's jump into step 2. Now get product data.js file from smartphone products 3 and save it here. Smartphone products 3, product data.js, copy, invoice 3, paste. Okay, we got both of our files going. The next instruction is delete the product data variables at the top of the file and replace it with script source products data.js. Okay, let's jump back into here. We'll be deleting everything from here until, let's see, pretty much here. Okay. And let's paste this here and refer to product. Okay, we did this part. Then use the products array of product objects for the invoice. Note you will not be using the image property. Use the regular expression item to find variables and replace it. Okay, straight away we can replace, not replace, but just delete all of these item rows, since we will not be using them. We will, but we'll be modifying it. And yeah, just make it a little more readable. I added an S here. Let's jump into products. I will delete this console.log and create an array. Yeah, I'm not too happy with how this array is made, so I'll make a new one. Let's products equal delete this, we'll delete this, and yeah, we'll go ahead from here. We need to put a closing square bracket, and we need to add a bunch of commas just because we need this to be an array. Nice. Save this. Jumping back into our invoice.html. What does it say here? Then use the products array. Let's just check how this guy's looking. Okay, looking good. Then use the products array of product objects for the invoice, as in smartphone products 3. Note you will not be using the image property. I don't like this because you'll end up using I. So what I'll do right now is I'll define the array named quantities, and then I'll throw in a for loop into our invoice HTML, and yeah, just use I. Create quantities array. I believe it's called product quantities array. Let product quantities array equal square bracket, and I think we need one of these at the end, and save. Our values are -1, 0.4, cat, and 5, -1, 0.4, a string cat, and 5. Yeah, 5. Save. I believe we should be good. So let's jump back into here, and I'll start right about here with creating my for loop. I'll go for, oh, why does it show like this? Okay, I think I know why, because we need one of these. Huh, interesting. Oh, I know why. Because this is the wrong place for it. Our for loop has to be created within our document, right? Or at least I believe it should. For let I equals 0. I will be less than products dot length. Then let's make I increase. Okay, I think we'll need a closing curly bracket right up here. We might not, let's see. And then let's replace this with products I dot name. Then this guy will be replaced by the product quantities array, and interesting why it doesn't output. Oh. I seem to have done this portion right. Let's see. Huh. So yeah, this seems pretty accurate to me. We can try though. Just deleting this for the moment. Yeah. Okay. This is better than nothing. We have this is funny. This has to be our product quantities array. Okay, let's see, what does it say here? Okay, let's try doing what it says. Saving it. Okay, this still works. So let's jump into our next step. We did this. Move tax, shipping, and grant calculation to just after the last product row is output. Leave the extended price and subtotal calculations where they are. Tax and shipping. Leave the extended price and subtotal calculations where they are. I believe we need it right down here. Or should it be within the document.write? I think it should be the way it is. Okay, we got these bits together. Next part says let subtotal equal 0. Okay, something's outputted here. It's not bad. Delete the extended price calculations. Replace the subtotal calculations with subtotal equals 0. At the top of the file, define a function where interface void to generate item rows. Array products array. This is the documentation of the function. Do not literally use this code. Okay. I guess it should be like right up here. I'm not sure if we even need this closing script tag, but let's see. Function. Generate item rows. use our product quantities array in this function. Now let's throw in a pair of curly braces. Okay, created the function. We didn't make it do anything at the moment, but let's start with our for loop. I don't like this. The way I want to go about this is the way I did just a little bit earlier, or at least attempted to do. For let I equals 0, if I is less than products dot length, so the number of our product, we will go ahead and increase it. I believe this is output is correct, and then we will need to do extended price. I think we need an if statement right after that. If product quantities array, we throw in an I right here, is equal to 0, then we will continue. And save. And one more thing which I believe we need in this function is to throw in all the stuff we got just a moment earlier. By that stuff I mean everything that's within this document.write. And we place it right inside here. I think now is when we can use I, since we've defined it. Save it, and then output this. I mean, not output it, but like execute our function. Command save. Yeah! Works. I'm happy. Very, very happy. Why is quantity for BlackBerry undefined? HTC, Nokia, Samsung, BlackBerry. Oh, we have Apple in here. Well, sorry, Apple. Just check that the prices are the same. Yep. Okay, Apple's gone. This stuff is outputted. Okay, we're a step closer to where we want to be. Let's continue. So we defined the function. We used the for loop. Add above the document.write for the row. Let extended price equal product quantities array times products price, and use this where you output the extended price in the row. Below the document.write, add the code subtotal plus or equals extended price. Be sure to exchange with extended price changed in the... Okay. The way I will do this, I will take this bit, I will Save this, go back to our function. Put this in here. End this. I mean, not end it, but like end our action. And I will take subtotal plus equals extended price, and I will place this at the end of our document.try. Okay, this is funny. Maybe there's an issue with their subtotal computations. Oh, you know what? I think the matter might be all of this stuff. I moved it, but I left it behind. I mean, this looks just a little better. I think one more thing I'll need to do is add one more step to our document.tried, and by that I mean throw this whole thing inside there. So yeah, after ground total, I'll do a document.try. I'll open my curly braces, I'll add my backticks, I'll do this, and also I will close it. Then I'll paste all of this stuff, and what I'll change is this. Okay, let's first modify everything that I've got inside here, and that should help it out. Okay. At least the table looks normal. Values aren't really outputted. I think there might be a matter with the function, and that's why it doesn't really display what I want it to display. You know what else might be the matter? The fact that we have subtotal all the way up here. I mean, it should be like this. It should be above the function. Then we have our function which generates item rows. Then we have our extended price. And then goes document.write, where we output our product rows. Oh, this little guy here seems correct. I'm not sure if this might help. No, it doesn't seem like it. Maybe there's an issue with naming. Product quantities array. Oh, I know what I missed out. I didn't include my extended price in here. Yay. I'm not sure why this gives out these particular values. Because I believe it should give out 0. Cancel. Let's see how we're doing on timing. 26 minutes. Okay, let's see the next steps. Be sure to change the extended price and change the indices for product quantities and quantities to I. Okay, I have this done. Delete all the invoice row and in its place call this function using quantities as the parameter. I did this already. Check that the table displays as expected. Note that your extended prices, tax and shipping and total should work. Huh, funny. Very, very funny. Well, technically there should be only one extended price that works. It's this one. The remaining ones should be the way they are. Let's see how this one looks. This one gives out zeros. I think the issue here is maybe this stuff. Just out of curiosity, let me play around with this and just change this to 0. Okay, now this worked. Huh, funny. Very, very funny. Okay, so this string is what kind of messes everything up. Huh. I wonder why. We have product quantities array and products.price, which makes sense. Let's see if there's something else stated here. And use this where you output the extended price in the row below the document.write. Add the code subtotal. Be sure to change the extended price. This is correct, this is correct, and this is correct. Tax rate, shipping rate, ground total, subtotal. Maybe we need to get to the part when... Okay, let's see what's next. If anything, I'll just change the numbers and call it today. Add a conditional inside the loop of the generate item rows function to continue. If the product quantity is 0, this should skip printing out a row that has no quantity. Put some zeros in your quantities array and check that these products do not appear on the invoice. I think I have this right here. save. Why? Yeah, I think I should double check something. So let's see how we did this. Let I equal 0, I is less than the length of product, I increases. That should be correct. Product quantities array equals to 0, then we continue. This should also be correct. Then we define our extended price right here, which also seems to be correct. Wonder if we add something here. No, don't think so. Do we close our document dot write here? Yeah, we do. Do we close our function here? Or is this the for statement being closed? This is the for statement being closed. This is very interesting. Okay, let's just jump straight ahead. Function to continue. If the product quantity is 0, this should skip printing out a row. It has no copy. Then the function is not integer from the functions lab and use it and generate item rows to check that a quantity is valid before writing the table row. If a value is invalid, have it skip the calculation, printing the table row. Test this function performs as expected by putting various invalid quantities in quantities. For this, use a separate conditional statement form, the one you used above. Okay, where was this? No, I think this is maybe lab 7. Huh. No, functions was somewhere here. But it was small, very small. Couldn't be line, or it could. Yeah, here's the function. Let's throw it above our function that computes rows. I think one modification which we need to make here is just to change this a little bit. Save it. And then I need to apply the function, right? Use it and generate item rows to check that a quantity is valid. Okay, let's define an errors variable to do this. Let errors equal is non-negative integer. Product quantities array. High is true. finish it here, and then there's the length portion from up here. We'll just put it down here. If errors dot length is greater than 0, then the extended price is also equal to 0, and this should solve my issue, which I had just a moment ago. Yeah. Yeah, this is terrific. This is terrific, and I believe that the only remaining portion that we have to this is, oh, let's check the quantities. Throw a 0 into here. I mean, works. Let's see how it should look. Mine looks pretty much identical. The only thing we're missing is this little bit, and for this we only need to output our errors to make, you know, all of this work, and we will be outputting our errors in the product quantities array right inside here. I'll introduce a break tag. Right after the break tag, I will do an errors.join. And throw in one more break tag. Okay, this should save the day. It did. And one little last thing is this bit. Let's copy it and throw it somewhere here. Let's see, just right here. Should be a sweet spot for it. Yep, nice. Okay, so we are at average 39 minutes. My whole thing works. The only bit which I'm a bit thrown off by is 0 value, because it seems to be defined correct, or at least I believe it to be defined correct. If product quantities are equals to 0, then we continue. Let's just modify the color. I really want this to be correct to its fullest extent, but also I've been doing this for so long, I just want to submit it. Let's see what this guy tells us. Add a conditional inside the loop of generate item rows function to continue if the product quantity is equal to 0. Should be correct. Why? Why don't you work? Just as an experiment, try putting 0 in here. You see, it just stops outputting. Let me do 0.1 and it outputs again. I really don't know what's the matter, because it should be correct. Okay, I mean, look, the end result of my thing looks exactly as this. I believe my code to be appropriate. So, we'll call it today. Thank you. And my time is ST 43 minutes.